Get your digital hands in the air. That would be great.
My boy,
Hi, Frank. How are you?
what's up with you, brother? How you doing?
I'm good, man. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate you.
Now you know the vibes, brother.
Well, hey, man, we're going to get started here. We got everybody on, so we're just going to start with questions. Are you ready?
Oh yeah, I'm ready.
Perfect. All right, let's go ahead and start with Pete Sweeney. Go ahead, Pete.
Hi, Frank. Thanks for taking some time here. Just wondering, you seem to go on and off with social media, especially during the off season, and I can understand that. You probably want to break. You turned it on to make sure that people knew that you were going to turn Taco into a legend. I just was wondering what was your thought process behind that?
I feel like a lot of people are doubting Taco, and for the first part of his career, I feel like it hasn't been to the standard I'm sure that he would want it to be, and he's had some great highlights and he's done some good things in this league, but he has yet to done what I know he wants to do, and me and him being close friends, we have a lot of talks and we talk about a lot of things, and been my bro since Michigan days, I spend a significant amount of time with him there. Actually, I call myself a leader. You know what I mean? Everything I've done as far as, at Michigan, I've made a lot of mistakes, but on that football field, I did my share of leader, leading those guys. And, one thing I did in that position room is, kind of change the way the position was being played, the rush in, and Taco follow suit. And, hold on, that's my daughter, Fifi. She want me to put the shoes on. Y'all gotta bear with me a little bit. You ready to go to Target? Oh, you going to Target? Okay, baby. Hold on, baby. Daddy in the interview right now. Okay. Okay. Here, tell mommy to do it. Daddy in the interview. Give me 2 seconds. All right, chill. But I love you. All right. All right. You got it. Daughter things. But yeah, Taco. He's just he listens and he does great things. So I'm just excited, man. I'm excited to see what he's gonna do. Like I said, I want to turn him into a legend. First, just show him my work ethic. Showing him how we do things with the Chiefs. It's a certain standard. That and Coach Reed, he has us, mounting to. There's certain things that you got to be able to live up to here. Of course, we champs, we defend our ring, and we go be, it's gonna be some standards you're gonna have to live up to coming in that room, man.
Okay, let's go to Ruth Biggest. Go ahead, Ruth.
Hi, Frank. Nice to meet you virtually.
How you doing, Ruth?
I'm doing good. Yes, I'm wearing my Michigan. Wearing a little.
Oh man, I love you.
Hey, if there's 5 of you Wolverines, that's pretty amazing. That'll be
Maybe.
interesting. And
And we done turned it into something else, huh?
right. I know that during Easter, you did a pretty remarkable thing. Would you talk a little bit about going out and helping on Skid Row and why you decided to do that?
Um, really, I do a lot down there, more than I say, make public or, you know, um, would ask for credit for. I don't really want credit for what I do, down there. I actually used to live down there, growing up in Los Angeles. I spent a large portion of my life down on Skid Row, particularly at the Union Mission, the shelter down there. And, I just, particularly around that time, I had done it plenty of times before then, but just on that time at Easter, like it was just in my heart. I woke up with it in my heart. I didn't plan on doing it, just on Easter. I just went down there probably the week before or something like that, or a few days before with a few friends, and we had passed out some food and some clothes and some cleaning supply. But it was just I just woke up that morning and it was on my heart. My family they was up cooking and stuff, and I just let them know, like, I'll be back later. I'm about to go down here. I'm about to go down here. And help with the help downtown. I'll be back basically. And I just left. In the first place I thought of was the pizza spot, and I ended up going to Little Caesars Pizza, and shout out to them. They did a great job because I actually went in there. I was like, I need as many pieces as you can give me. They was like, what? I was like, can I get 100 pieces? They was like, what? No, we don't got 100. It was like a line of people. I'm begging people to let me get in front of them. I buy their pieces. I'm like, please, because it was about to close. So I was like, I just need these orders, please. I gotta go down and feed people. And they was able to give me 55 pieces. Crazy, 55 pieces is my number. They gave me 55 pieces, and I asked for as many as you can get. They're like, you got 55 pieces. I was like, what? I coincidence. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah. So he gave me 55 pieces, and I went down there, me and my friend and friend Nick Glass. We went down there and he helped me pass out the food to the homeless. Make sure we wore our protective stuff, but I feel like I'm more in touch with them than the average person. You know what I mean? Just being down there and spending time down there. I know the streets, I know the back streets, the alleys. You know, so it was one of those things. You know?
Okay, let's go to Sam Millinger. Go ahead, Sam.
Hey, Frank, thanks for doing this. Some other sports, particularly baseball, NBA, Major League Soccer, they're kind of talking about how to get back playing. And I'm curious your thoughts if you followed this in terms of, testing protocol and, trying to keep athletes safe from COVID-19. What are your thoughts on that and potentially how it might affect the NFL?
Um, I the first thing you think about is just how football is a close contact sport. You know, with every hit, with every hike, everything is we're done with contact. It's done with exchange and stuff. So it's like with me, I'm just I'm hoping everyone's doing the same thing and just staying and prepping as if we were still on regular routine. Because you never know. Like you never know what's gonna come. Like you're saying, this is all new. This is a new thing that's going on. It's crazy. So no one really knows what to expect. It's like we're going. It seems like we're going day to day, watching the news. Hearing things from the news. I try my best to stay out the news, honestly. If you know me, but my family they just come in. Oh, Los Angeles is gonna be shut down for another 3 weeks, or they come in and say, well, this city's opening up. I try not to put it together because I'm like, until it's back to normal. That's what I want to hear. Everything's back to normal. I can go to the store. I can do this. I'm not gonna have to wait in the line. But with the NFL, it's just crazy. In other leagues, I see how they're trying to, do it. But I can't imagine like not playing in front of fans or it being a certain amount of, you know what I'm saying? Or us all having to take a shot or take a pill to, you know what I mean, be immune to something. But I'm just ready to play football, though, honestly. I would care less. I'm ready to play football. I'm ready to get back to it. As soon as they give us the green light. But until then, all we can do is just, keep working out, staying focused on. We all got our playbooks and our iPad and stuff. So, staying focused, man. That's the mental part. They challenging our mental right now. The mental more than the physical. So.
Okay, let's go to Adam Teicher. Go ahead, Adam.
Hey Frank, how you doing?
I'm doing good, Adam. How you doing, brother? Oh
Good,
man,
man.
this green in the background is killing me right now.
Yeah. You're gonna have
Oh
to
my
get sorry,
goodness.
man. You're gonna have to put up with that. Hey, was wondering what you've heard recently from Chris Jones and Brad. I'll have one quick follow up when he's done.
Okay. Man, not too much. I mean, me and Chris, we talk about football, but we really don't talk about the money part of it. You know what I mean? So, and that's really what's going on right now. Just keep it real. And I'm sure he's going through that. I can imagine what he's going through, and I can kind of pinpoint it because I just went through it a few years, a year ago. So I can understand what he's going through. I can understand the frustrations. I can understand the ups and the downs. And the one thing that I told him, and the best advice I gave him was just keeping his eyes off the media and off of the thing that's on the internet because it's gonna be something different every day, and just staying focused on his everyday and his normal. Because if he gets out of that, that's when things are gonna get weird. That's what I did I probably let myself drift off into the media and start reading like what they're gonna say or who's gonna say this or who's saying I shouldn't get this or whatever. But then eventually it just got to me like, man, I just need to not focus on that. And next thing I know, I was getting calls left and right to what I wanted to do and what offers was coming in. And that's really the best advice I gave Chris. It's hard. It's a hard time because, he wants to handle this stuff and wants to, get a deal done. But he's, right now on the franchise tag. And, I just want to be able to have my teammate, man. That's my dog.
Yeah. Okay. And on another matter, you talked a minute ago about Taco. Why hasn't it worked out for him so far in the NFL with the two teams he's been with?
And man, honestly, just from me watching film and me just knowing him type of player he is, I feel like at some points in his career he wasn't put in the best position. I feel like he can be aggressive. He can do his job, but the finesse part of his game, which is a lot of his strengths and his size, is it hasn't been he hasn't really been able to display it like he wants to. Him being in Miami playing in that system last year, I don't think he was able to display it because of the type of scheme they were playing on the defensive line, the type of, you know, traditionally the type of defensive ends they have and the type of, ball they play just naturally. Then with, Dallas, just him going in, I feel like him going in as a rookie, one of the worst places you can go sometimes, as a rookie, is playing for being a first round pick, playing for the Dallas Cowboys. That's a hard job to maintain. You playing for America's team, quote unquote, and then you the first round pick. I feel like he had a lot of pressure on him, and I feel like just for that latter half of his career, he just didn't amount to the pressure that was put on. I feel like this part of his career, I feel like coming to the Chiefs, I feel like he's gonna have some structure on our defensive line, Coach Daly. He's a great coach. The things he was able to, implement in our system and teach us in a year, just a short year. If you said it was a year, it helped change a lot of us. It helped, us play a lot of good football, especially toward the latter half of the year when everything started clicking in much better. So I feel like just with these simple things that Taco gets on the system, let alone the competition level he's going to be able to go against every day. You got myself, you got Alex Okafor, you got some the new guys coming in. You got some veteran leadership. You got myself, you got Hitch in the back end right there. You got Tyron back there. You got some other guys. Where it's going to be mandatory that he and required of him that he fits in and that he gets it going. We're not one of those teams where we just gonna let it, let certain things slide or let certain type of play style slide. Nah. If you notice, like once we finally start getting clicking, everybody started playing on the same speed. It wasn't a lot of lagging. It wasn't a lot of guys, not running to the ball, and a lot of guys not being aggressive in their pursuit. And that's one thing we take pride on in our defense.
Let's go to Steve Walls. Go ahead, Steve.
Hey, Frank, how you doing, man?
What's up, Steve?
Hey, you've had a lot of downtime, man, during this quarantine, and I saw some news that you have been doing some stuff with your clothing line that you've been working on, man. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Oh man, yeah. Well, the clothing line is it's like my other side. You know what I'm saying? Like completely away from football.
Uh-oh. I think we lost Frank. Jordy, why don't we try to scoop Frank back up? I think he fell off completely on us. Oh, wait, he's back. Hold on. He's back. He's back. Frank, you got us? Uh-oh.
All right.
Oh, we got you.
Oh yeah. I'm new to this zone stuff, so y'all gotta bear with me. I just started using this when they started meetings.
Well, do you want to pick up with what Steve was going with the clothing line?
Yeah. Let's pick up with that.
Perfect.
Well, it's just basically like I just have to find something that I really enjoy doing. Well, not really find something, but really go in pursuit of it. Because I always love fashion, I always love, my dressing. Now I love shoes. I love everything related to fashion, but I never, wanted to just buy stuff. I always wanted to create. I always wanted to do something more than just, going to a store and pick something up that I thought looked cool. Then I knew eventually, honestly, that I'd get to a point where I'd be like, man, I don't like none of this stuff in the store. And honestly, it got to a point where I did that so many times where I was like, nah, I could create my own stuff. Like, I got so much stuff. I got my whole wardrobe. I got like literally, I buy racks now because I don't have enough closet space to support my wardrobe. If I bought a $10 million house, the closet probably wouldn't be big enough to support my wardrobe still. So it's like it got to a point where I really was like, man, so what should I do? And I started my own line, Label 5. And it's basically a line that's going to consist of, workwear uniforms, contemporary and everyday sweats. And it's going to be unisex. So it's a line that, it's going to be, your girl are going to be able to wear it, your wife, or, as a guy, you're going to be able to wear it. And I'm going, the age range is going to vary. So it's not going to go, to kids right now and to babies right now, but it's going to, start at probably, between the ages of 14, it's going to start at sizes small for women or, for smaller guys and go all the way up to bigger guys. And to 3 and 4 X's. So I just want to do something for the people, man. I want to do something for everybody, and I feel like that's what my line is going to consist of: things for everyone.
Okay, let's go to Sam McDowell. Go ahead, Sam. Oh, Sam, can you hear me?
Sammy,
Hey, what's going on? Can you hear me?
I need some lotion. Can y'all hold on?
We got you, Sam.
I need some lotion. I'm good now.
Hey,
It's kind of ashy. What's up, Sam?
hey, what's up, Frank?
It's my
I just
dog.
wanted to ask about now that you've had a little bit of time to reflect, how did you view last season overall for you individually, and how do you view maybe 2020 expectations of being similar and different?
I didn't hear the first part. You had blanked out a little bit. You said my expectations.
Well, now that you've had some time to reflect on how 2019 went, how do you view the way 2019 went for you
Oh
individually?
man, I feel like it. I feel like it went all right. I feel like, but that's every year. I feel it'll never be what you always want it to be. You just always got to set your goals high. I feel, and that's sort of what I do all the time. Like, so realistically, myself, I never tell nobody like my actual goal until it's either met or not met. But like, so I said, like, oh, my goal is to break the sack record. I've been telling myself I want to break the sack record for the last, like, I say 2 years. But things come with that. Everyday stuff. I might get injured. I might tweak this. And I know it might prohibit me. It might slow me down. So that it's certain things like that. That's always be my goal. And just not things like that, but setting the single season forced fumble record. Stuff like that. It's just you have goals and winning 5 Super Bowls. But it's like you got to set your goals high. Because what else you working for? Like you got some people that set their goals to saying, I want to make it to the Super Bowl. I want to make it to the NFL. And I ask them like, well, what you want to do after that? What's next? You know. And some guys fall short of their that long term success because they don't have that what's next. And I feel like that's what 2020 has in store. That what next factor, like what's next? What you want to do next, Frank? Oh, shit. Oh, sorry. Well, it's like I want to I want to start my clothing line. I want to win more Super Bowls. I want to help my younger guys. I want to bring the younger guys along. I want to start showing them. I want to just create more. Do more things special.
Let's go to Mick Schaefer. Go ahead, Mick.
Hey, Frank, you've had a couple of unique things happen to you this year. You've obviously won the Super Bowl, and then, of course, now under this quarantine. I'm curious how those things colliding together has affected an extrovert like you. I'm sure you're wanting to shout Super Bowl champs from the mountaintop, but in your own home. How different has it been since winning something that you've strived your whole life for?
Uh, Man, it's different. I was just actually talking to one of my tight friends, Von Miller, about it. And he called me. He called me actually with sympathy. He was like, "Yo, bro, man, I was just thinking about it, bro. Like last year around this time, bro. Like, man, we was like, I mean, guys would celebrate. I remember winning the Super Bowl with the Broncos, and we was just celebrating, having fun, enjoying ourselves, man. Like, guys getting all these endorsements and doing all this stuff, man. And I was like, yeah." But it's the time, and that show you how quick things can change and how you should really, how much you should really, appreciate life and appreciate, the things that the good and the bad. Because it's times like this where guys, like you said, a person wish they can go out normal right now and go to the store and shop and the aisles be full of the things that they have on the grocery list. Or you wish you can go to the car wash and, get that car wash like normal, now. They're standing in line without seeing signs on the ground that say stand 6 feet behind people. So it's like things like that, that were normal before that we didn't have and stuff like that, you just grow to appreciate and just winning the Super Bowl, man, it's winning the Super Bowl. Like it's nothing like it. I was telling myself before the year, like, man, I was like, I'm going on year 5. I'm like, man, I've came close. I've been in the playoffs, on a really good team in Seattle. Came close, never made it to the Super Bowl, but always came close. And then first year with the Chiefs, we make it happen, and things couldn't have worked out better. And it's like, I still take it in. I take it in every day, honestly. And this quarantine, I feel like it just allowed me to just take it in a lot slower and honestly appreciate, those times where it's like, yeah, when you do win the game, even just winning the regular game, not even just the Super Bowl, it's like every game is a Super Bowl right about now. Because I would just wish it could be back to normal. We could just be playing football.
All right, we've got time for a couple more guys, so let's go to Nate Taylor, and we'll close it out with Herbie. Go ahead, Nate.
Hey, Frank. Hope you're doing well, man. Thanks for doing this. The question I have for you is, when you guys do this virtual workout program and you watch yourself early in the year, what excites you most about what you could do with, obviously, the core of the guys being back with Steve Spagnuolo? And what about watching yourself early last season is going to help you think for this season?
Man, this number one, like when you get a chance to get your guys back, the core, like you said, of your team, that's dope. Because the one thing you always want to see is your boys. The same team you went through it with. Y'all did that camp. That camp. Once you go through that camp together, it's like, man, all right, we solid, we dogs. But but you love to see the guys who go off and have success, and they go off and get what they deserve as far as contracts, and they do things that way, and that's like, it's hats off to those guys. And it's a lot of guys we lost. One from our room, one of our main guys, man. That was my dog, man. He contributes so much. At a time, I feel like it's kind of unique, because we might not have thought about it now, but the time where he started contributing was the time where you got myself, I'm hurting bad, not really saying nothing, but fighting through it every game. But then you got Alex Okafor, he's hurt, he's out, at the time. So he stepped in and he was doing his part and contributing big. He was playing better football than me at the time. So it was like, man, like he picking up a lot of slack for guys, like, honestly, as a backup defensive end, then eventually became a starter once Ayo got hurt. But then just the things he was doing, man, it was like, so it's hard, but it's also like you said, man, we get our group back, and it's like, man, I look forward to going back to the spot and just seeing all my guys in that locker room, us being able to reminisce and talk about it, and then be able to have the desire to want more, and we all understand, like, we've been there. So it ain't like you got this 50% of your team got shipped off, or this happened, or the coaching staff, this happened. It's like, no, everybody's back, and it's like you said, the foundation is back, and we get to revisit it, like I said, have a short memory about it, and then get back on the road. Because if that's the goal, to get back on the road and keep it going, and then we all gonna be all right.
All right, Herbie, you want to throw out the last one for us?
Sure. Hey, Frank, thanks a lot for doing this, man.
No problem.
Hey, when you talk about Tucker Charlton, you sound pretty passionate about the guy. And as one of the leaders of the locker room, just a two-part question here for you. How involved were the chief leadership from Brett Veach and some of the personnel people involved in talking to you about bringing him in? And then how hard or easy was it to sell to Veach and the management to bring him in?
I promise you, I ain't know nothing. I didn't know nothing. I don't know nobody. I don't know what happened.
Okay.
No, I'm just playing, but no. No, but I didn't, you know how it is, man. I was just like, I sent the text. I was like, yo, like, man, Taco on the market, man, it'd be a good addition, just good addition to the locker room. Of course, sent the text back to me, asked a few questions, and, after that, it's out of my control. I really don't, that go above my head. I can put the word in, I can say, players this, the players that, but after that, it's all up to, our coaches and how they evaluate film. That's why it's important for guys, to put out the best film you can and the best resume, possible, because, when it comes down to it, you can have a friend, you can have a teammate, or, a guy or you might know a coach, but if that film don't speak for itself, then, you ain't gonna get in nobody building.
Well, Frank, we appreciate you joining us, man. Hopefully we get to see you soon.
Oh, man, I appreciate you guys, and I miss y'all.
See you soon, Bryce. Thanks.
All right, see you, Sid. See you, Jordan. That's my dog, Sid, right there, y'all.